Draco reptilians, the Anunnaki, the Anu, Baal, El, Mamam, the Giza intelligence group. I think we need more information on the Giza intelligence group. So supposedly it's a group of extraterrestrial beings or the descendants of Atlantis who were exiled from Earth but later returned. They are claimed to have established a secret base beneath the Giza pyramids, which is the source of their name. So many believe that they have influenced or manipulated human history. Some accounts state that the group was eventually captured and removed by Earth by another alleged extraterrestrial group, the Pleasuren, in the late 70s or early 80s. So where does this stuff come from? Like, the lore, the allegations of it all. I mean, I actually don't really remember any, in all of my years of studying conspiracy theories, I don't remember the Giza intelligence group being referenced. Alright, let's go. I just found a reference here. So, yeah. Lord Zed says we're going hard in the paint. We are definitely going hard in the paint. And apparently the Giza intelligence group is quite critical to everything that's going on. So let's look here. So there is a book called, or magazine rather, the Alien Digest, volume number 4. I'm going to put this on the screen right here. I mean, we're going deep into the archives now. And this perhaps has one of the most astute, succinct summaries of the Giza intelligence group. Anybody read Alien Digest? Trying to find an actual date on this thing. I cannot. But this looks quite old. Well, I will say that. It looks quite old. So let's go into this here before we get shut down. I'm actually are we still live? How are we still live? Okay. So, yeah, let's continue here. So this is a brief history of the Giza group. Jehavan and Jehav. Semjaz. Jehavan governed until approximately 7,000 years ago when he was murdered maliciously by his own son Jehav, who then snatched for himself the government after 3,400 years of government by his father. Jehav ruled wickedly, always asking for blood and revenge, until 3,333 years ago by your chronology. By this time he had produced 3 sons who were named Arusem, Ptah, and Salam. Being a megalomaniac like his father, Jehav let himself be represented as the universal creator by the Earth races, and celebrated as such. Like his father, he caused cruel devastations among the 3 human races, demanding blood sacrifices, death, and absolute obedience. So this just goes through, okay, 72,000, okay. Arusam, Ptah, and Salam, as thirsty for power as was his father, Jehav, the firstborn Arusam, constantly wanted to seize power from his father. So he murdered his father, Jehav, and tried to snatch up the power for himself. This attempt failed because after many years of rule, his younger brother Ptah and his youngest brother Salam opposed him and expelled him into exile, having themselves tired of the constant wars, fights for power, and bloodshedding. Ptah and Salam had previously troubled themselves subsequently for many decades. to generate more humane forms of living among their ranks. In doing so, they ultimately assembled similar-minded people from around them and seized control from Arusam and 72,000 of his followers and expelled them off planet. But Arusam secretly returned to the earth and settled down with his army in the old giant cubicle buildings located under the Pyramid of Cheops in Egypt, which had not been used for over 70,000 years. Deep underground, they established the deep-lying rooms and buildings under the Cheops Pyramid as their residence and center for carrying out wicked directives. From there, they worked to realize their plans for world control without any remarkable success, even though they implemented programs of deceit, lies, and intrigue and spread false teachings to lead humanity astray through religious delusion, cults, secret societies, and many other miserable methods. So is the Giza intelligence group responsible for most of the Illuminati here? Or these subcults of the Illuminati? What does everybody think? CY says, don't want to derail, just came in to ask if you will do a fallacy analysis for Dr. Shiva Summit that was live today. Oh yeah, I didn't know he did that, sure. Man, the Giza intelligence group is fascinating here. And how did they get all this information? Kamagol the First. But backing up in time, Arusam governed until 3,023 years ago in your chronology, until he was abruptly killed by a mutineer by the name of Hen, with two N's, who was called Jehovah by the Heberons, and eventually also by those in his ranks. He was referred to by many as the Cruel One. Jehovah, old and weak, was replaced by his nephew Kamagol I some 2,093 years ago. This is all very precise. I mean, there's no reference here. I want to know where this information came from. Kamagol I seized the evil command of the Giza intelligences and further expanded the underground quarters under the Cheops Pyramid into a murderous central power command. He implemented security measures that eliminated any chance of outsiders being able to destroy the center. The tyrant Kamagol I coerced nearly all earthly religions into his control and caused horrible degenerations, demanded human sacrifices, and created cults that have been partly preserved right up to this day. Kamagol II. All efforts undertaken from the outside to stop his activities were in vain, and his fortress was impenetrable. Still, Kamagol was a human being, and within his own ranks, his own son, Kamagol II, overthrew him and snatched up his power, and put him into a deeply lying dungeon to lie miserable. But Kamagol II was in many ways even more treacherous and ruthless than his father. He revealed his character towards this soon after grabbing power by the immense mass murder of human beings living on the earth through delusional religious wars and other manipulations. Since Arusam had been expelled, they and his followers had forfeited the opportunity to effect any further technical and scientific development due to lack of resources, and as a result, their long lifespan rapidly decreased among their descendants to an average of only 94 years by the year 1977 AD, 1977. Only about 20 years longer than the average lifespan of Earthlings in the European regions. These evil ones, who had assumed residence under the Cheops Pyramid called Giza intelligences, have been gradually dying out over time, so their number was reduced to only 2,100 in 1977. Again, where is this information coming from? It's so precise. It was expected that because of this continued isolation from the free universe and the fact that they were all old and no longer able to bear children, this race of intelligences would have all died from old age in less than 2 decades in the future. Nevertheless, these Giza intelligences still clung to their wicked and power-hungry plans and did not take themselves to be losers as yet. As the last of the long-living people, Kamagol II reached a very old age, and he recently died December 27th, 1976. So if that's recent, then this is a really old magazine. Let me get a date on this magazine here, because it's not stated on it. Alien Digest, Volume 4. So, let's see here. So, this is, Oh, there's actually only 4 volumes. So this was actually published by Phil Schneider and Ron Rummel. Rummel was murdered August 6, 93. Schneider was found dead in his home after 2 years on a lecture tour. So this is the last one they put out, apparently. They were only able to put out 4 issues before they both died. I still don't have an exact date here. I want to get an exact date. So, okay, it would be August 93. So, it ran from 91 to 93. So, I believe this is August 93. Or 92. Maybe 92. So, somewhere around there. So early 90s. Alright, hold on. Or 1990. So another website actually states it was 1990. Yeah, they were all 1990. According to luminist.org, the archives, it was 1990. Either way, this is very precise information about the Giza intelligence group. The end of the Giza group. The then remaining Giza intelligences were old and mostly weak, but filled with power-thirsty plans they had not yet given up. They attempted in the mid-90s to murder Billy Meyer. This attempted murder of Billy Meyer allowed Palladians, under policies in galactic law, to interfere and to forcefully remove the Giza intelligence group from this planet. This was initiated in 1978. The Giza group remainders are being taken and released on planets in the Neber galaxy with no technical means for their use in escaping or for causing other significant mischief. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Why not kill them all? Very precise. Huh. Very weird. But yeah, there's really not a lot of information in general on the Giza intelligence group.